Hey guys, what's up? As requested, I'm going to be reviewing a video called What We Eat in a Day as a Family of 6.
Hey kings and queens, welcome back to our channel. It is Queen of Kings back with another
That's actually a very natural looking family. Nice.
video. If you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below to become a part of our cyber family. And if you're already a part of our cyber family, thank you for rocking with us this far. Thank you for rocking with us this far. Thank you for rocking with us this far. I cut my hair completely bald. It's only been about 2 weeks. Get into it. I know y'all see that. Yeah, her hair is growing back and just good things are happening for us. So I'm very excited. Babe has come back home, so it's starting to feel like we're really settled here in Hawaii. Today, I'm going to show you guys what my family and I eat in a day here in Hawaii to make it affordable yet nutritionally benefiting for us. One of the major ways my husband and I are making sure that we support our immune system and increase our daily intake of vitamins is with AG1. This portion of the video is sponsored by AG1. I love starting my morning drinking AG1 because it has rhodiola, magnesium, and B vitamins that gives me a boost of energy and focus that I need. AG1 promotes longevity by supporting cellular metabolism.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've looked this up before and I'm sure that it's only made out of plants, which means that there's of course no B vitamins, which the human body can use for the most part. The plant versions, such as the plant versions of B6, would have to be converted into the animal versions. We are animals and that's why we only use the animal versions. And humans cannot do that because we naturally eat animal foods and that's how we get the B vitamins, which we can actually use. That's why calling this nutritious is laughable.
And skin, brain, and heart health. I love what AG1 is about, with their strive to empower people to take ownership of their health. After securing the purest sources they can find, AG1 has a strict manufacturing and extensive testing process that
the purest sources, I gotta look this up once again. Alright, I'm on their website. We don't think you should settle for questionable ingredients. We'll see about that when it comes to your daily nutrition. Our source for absorption, potency, and nutrient density to deliver. Yeah, okay. Then we have a bunch of roots, which are not even edible naturally. They are so bitter, you would spit them out right away. B complex, but sourced from what? Biotin, again, synthetic. Is it even bioavailable? Is it even real at all? Again, a bunch of roots, ginger, which is very toxic. Ingredients which you would never actually consume naturally. Most of this, you can argue about apples, papayas, okay, sure. Very few ingredients which you would actually get. Vitamin A, for example. If we go on that, vitamin A or beta-carotene? No, there's already the problem. Beta-carotene is a pigment and vitamin A would be retinol, which you wouldn't be getting from plants. It's a powerful vitamin that helps protect skin from the damaging blah blah blah. Yeah, but the source is what? I don't see it, but it's for sure not liver, for example. Liver is where you get actual real vitamin A, which is found in animal foods. Plants don't have vitamin A. That's the problem right there. They don't actually have true vitamins. Plants don't have over 15 micronutrients, which means that this doesn't have over 50 micronutrients, which you could only get from animal foods. It's not a nutritious drink.
My man. You guys, look at him.
Is he very tall or is she very short? Maybe both, because he's taller, bigger than the fridge, which means that he must be pretty tall. Looks like a big guy. Yeah, good frame. Yeah, I can understand why somebody would find him attractive just for that reason alone. His face is obviously simply average, but if you're tall and look this strong, even with an average face, women will be attracted to you, at least some.
You been in the gym, honey?
Just once.
Y'all see us? Look at the parent bods, though. What the parent bods giving y'all? Come with us. Come into our Hawaii kitchen.
The slow-mo of the bread, what was the point? Ooh, was that rapeseed oil or canola oil? Something like that? Oh, ugh. That is incredibly unhealthy. No matter what you eat, if you're watching this video, absolutely it doesn't matter just please don't use vegetable oils. It really doesn't matter what diet you're on. That is pure poison. That will actually shorten your lifespan by decades because you will probably one day simply drop dead. The plaque in arteries of people who get heart attacks, strokes was analyzed, and it's mostly made up of these vegetable oils. They become hard in the body. At least they eat meat, but of course processed meat is better than any plant on earth still, but there's just a lot of additives to preserve the meat. Obviously sodium chloride, needless to say. It adds up. Wait, was that butter just now? Or why did she add the oil? Or am I misunderstanding something? You have the eggs and the meat processed, but still it's animal based. Even if it's cooked, overall compared to what most people eat today, it would have been an alright meal. But then when you add the bread to it, you're getting glyphosate, which makes you infertile, which is not what you want. Maybe they want to have more children. And of course, there's only anti-nutrients, fiber and sugar anyway. Bread is slave food. It's something that you should never eat. If there's two things that I would say that you should avoid, then it would be vegetable oils, because that's pure poison, as I said, and then also bread. It's also pure poison, essentially. It only has sugar. Or any grain products, anything that resembles bread, all of the pastries and all of that. I get it, of course, in this case. They said that they don't have money because they moved to Hawaii. And they have 6 children, they need to feed them. I get all of that, absolutely. Which is why you use bread to stuff them, so to speak. And of course, people are simply used to eating this kind of garbage. It would be a lot more expensive to only feed your children meat and eggs, but it would be a million times healthier. Still, could be way worse. Could be like that girl who made the bread and the lettuce sandwich. Oh, and there was also cheese. She has meat, eggs, and cheese. Only the bread is really bad. That's it. But it's the best kind of sandwich you could make. Oh, they're Christian or what? Praying? It's kind of sweet.
Thank you for this food, God. Thank you for making us alive, God. Thank you for everything, God. Thank you so much for making us a beautiful.
I do have to say that it seems like a loving family. I've never seen their videos before. Could be totally wrong. You can never know anything online. But yeah, it's interesting because not that many people are religious nowadays anymore. Thanking God for their food. It's just a different dynamic.
Family, beautiful life, forever.
It's nice to be thankful for your beautiful life. If they actually feel like that, if they appreciate their lives, it's awesome.
Mom, my family, amen.
Amen.
Yeah, you.
Oh, you got a little piece of that. You boy.
Really? Really good?
What's what we're eating today, babe?
He's eating chocolate milk.
River is having gourmet chocolate milk a la carte.
A la carte? You just said that because it sounded fancy?
Do you know what a la carte means?
Yeah, by itself.
Yeah. Grace, what are you doing in the refrigerator?
Look at this sneak.
What?
It's great that she's breastfeeding her children, obviously, as you naturally should, but unfortunately, it's not that super common anymore. This kind of honey, I can see it already, also has quite a lot of glyphosate. It has been found. Most of the honey you can buy today, it's bad, but clearly they don't consume enough of that garbage to actually make them too unhealthy, seeing as otherwise they wouldn't even be having any children. It's working. Your body can filter out a lot. Your body can deal with a lot in general because as humans, they are being bombarded with toxicity from left and right. And the yogurt is pasteurized, obviously, but at least she's getting some animal fat, whatever is left there. As we can see from the tests that have been done on pasteurized dairy, only about 5 to 10% of the actual nutrients are still left in there, as in compared to what was naturally in there from raw milk. At least the baby's getting actual raw milk from the mother. And the fruits are also quite full of pesticides, unfortunately nowadays, the ones she was using, the frozen ones. She seems to have a good face. She must have been eating right as a child, or at least her ancestors did for sure.
So I'm just trying to spread it out a little bit more for him. Spread the dough, the part that he did not saturate in pizza sauce. But typically for lunch, we just have like a small meal.
It's funny how she starts making the pizza or whatever with the dough and the red sauce over it, because that's kind of how pizza started back in the day. Seeing as when people didn't have any food, when there was famine, they started baking the dough and putting red sauces and anything they had over it, especially cheese, when they had no meat, just to make it look like food. It was the original meat imitation, kind of like what we have today with Beyond Meat, lab-grown meat and all of that.
I gotta take over slicing up this pizza just so we get some actual good squares. Not a perfect slicer.
This reminds me of my childhood. That's what we used to make, these kind of square pizzas. I get it, if you don't have money, that's the best you can do, sort of. Or at least as far as what you know is the so-called best. Of course, there would be better options. There's a lot of cheap meat that you can buy, but yeah, people eat what they eat nowadays.
Like you're literally like flinging that knife around. I don't know how good it's having to see like just like.
Got mom over there micromanage what I do with my wife's knife skills. Worry about my wife's skills. I'll worry about my knife skills. Anyway, me and Roz, we're gonna eat this little slice here and taste test it for everybody. Let's get that. Hold on.
Okay, honestly, that's too much with the knife.
Really, you're just eating nothing when you eat pizza, because for the most part there's simply grain sludge which has been baked into this square form, and then you have some cheese over it, which is the best part, some processed meat. Okay, that's also good in comparison to the dough. It's super amazing. And ketchup just to make it look like food, some kind of tomato sauce always, because it's red. That's it. You don't want to put some kind of green sauce over it because it doesn't look appetizing then anymore. It's just as if you're lying to yourself. You look at it, you look at the dough, you know that it's not food. Literally, it's just slime. It's toxic for your body. It's super unhealthy. But then you put all of this stuff over it to make it look like food, and some salt and whatever. There's already salt in the sauce and the cheese probably. And then you eat it and you imagine that it actually is food. It kind of tastes like food. Really, when you look at it from the outside, when you don't eat this stuff anymore, you can see that it's sort of a mental illness, you could say, in the sense that you have to be pretty delusional to not see what you're actually eating.
And be honest, I mean, just because he's a kid, and just because we bought the ingredients.
Does the gum taste?
Can you just hold it and then I put it on really quick?
Your favorite?
What? I thought she's joking. Is it really bad?
It's gross.
No, I thought that it's a joke. No pizza can be that bad.
Literally gross.
Wait, I can't tell if she's joking or not.
The texture. Everything about it.
Oh, maybe it wasn't baked enough. It was kind of slimy because the dough is slimy. That could make sense, actually.
Roz! What's wrong, Bookie Booty?
I heard you.
You did good.
You said it's disgusting.
I'm too much sauce.
No. Too many pepperoni. I told you to stop that.
You take
And the wrong cheese.
the wrong cheese is really good.
Everything about it.
I'm gonna whiz lick.
I think that we have everything that we're gonna need for dinner. We're gonna have some.
The biggest problem with feeding this to your children is that they will develop nutrient deficiencies, obviously, anyway, because of the lack of the nutrients. In the dough, there's nothing in there, and generally, if you bake something, you destroy all of the micronutrients anyway. It's just dead grain sludge that you're eating, which looks red, as in you're trying to imitate real food. That's it. It's really nothing. But also, besides that, the gluten sticks to the intestines, and over decades of eating that, when you're in your 20s, 30s, it will be so glued up that you won't be able to absorb whatever nutrients you would be getting when you actually eat a rare steak sometimes, cook your eggs and whatnot.
Corn for our vegetable. We got some leftover beef from yesterday. Yesterday we made tacos. Today we're gonna do burgers. I'm gonna put these onions and garlic inside of the burger meat. We got our buns, and then Babe is gonna make some fried potatoes. Let's do it, Babe.
It would be better to eat potatoes than eating all of the grains all of the time. If they would leave out the grains and eat potatoes instead, it really wouldn't be that bad. Again, if you're on a budget and you're trying to survive, it's the best you could do.
So big.
No, it's so hard to do those, like, it's
She's so attracted to him because he's so big.
Rose in here mixing that meat, hand style.
I'm mixing that meat. Beating that meat. Beating that meat. Beating that meat.
Age appropriate.
I'm 30.
Age appropriate.
I'm 30.
She really overcooked that meat. You don't need to cook your meat that much if you do it. It's just really a bit over the top. Even the potatoes, the black-brown parts are carcinogens. Sure, if you eat it now and then, nothing's going to happen, but you shouldn't be eating that all of the time. It's what kills off your cells.
Okay, y'all, I gotta hurry up because as y'all see, my baby is tired. It is 5:30. This is Babe's place. Babe's plate. He's having a double. Well, everyone's having a single.
Well, I mean, might as well just double bigger.
WWT, no, I do not.
Bam. Bam. There you go, babe.
Again, as far as cooked food goes, not even that bad if you would simply leave out the bread. It's not as if any child on earth wants to actually eat bread. It's just that they get conditioned to eat it. If you would only eat the meat, cheese, and potatoes, it would be a pretty alright meal. Again, not naturally, but compared to what people eat today, as far as cooked food goes.
You know it's hard out here for a camp when you're trying to get the money for the rent. And all the Cadillacs and cash money spent. We'll have a whole lot of talking shit.
You feel better, Liver? You're just saying, I just need to be heard.
Alright, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video of what we eat.
Actually, the baby kind of looks like him, but in general, it's so strange to have 6 children, but at the same time, none of them you.
Eat in a day as a family of 6 in Hawaii, just trying to make it out here. We're just trying to make it out here. But yeah, your girl is tired. I gotta take care of my kids.
I see that they uploaded a new video 3 days ago. I was going through the comments thinking that it's fake, but I guess that they're really taking a break.
So Rose told me that she wants to take a break. And in fairness, I kind of leave her here overwhelmed with the kids daily.
I thought it's a joke at first, but it's for real. I don't know anything about them, but from what I was reading in here, where was it? This man more than followed this woman everywhere. Took care of her children like his own, which means that she had children with somebody else, but maybe the latest baby is his. It's really hard to say, and she's still unhappy. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Huh.
Even at times when I dedicated more of my time to be at home, I was able to understand what it's like to have 4 kids on your neck.
Yeah. Interesting. She had children with somebody else, then he came along, they created a channel. Wait, it's 4 years ago? Maybe they had more children together. The latest baby must be his then, if they've been together for at least 4 years now. Maybe even more. Then she had a video 2 days ago called Another Vlog, Solo Mommy Day. And now she's alone or what?
Okay guys, so I look crazy today, but I decided to take the kids out on a brunch. And then we're gonna have a little day, take them to, I don't know, play in the pool.
I don't really get it. It makes no sense. But okay, maybe it's complicated, but generally I don't see how it makes sense that he's doing something else now and she's on her own with the children, which is harder. Maybe I'm missing something here. It seemed like they were doing fine in the What I Eat in the video, but as I said, online you can't tell anything, of course. Nobody's gonna film the bad sides of their relationship, their life in general. Why would they? Which is why, of course, in the end, you never really have any idea what's going on behind the scenes. I guess if they're having some kind of trouble, I don't really fully understand how it could be better for her to be without him and with the children, which is going to make it a lot harder if they're having some kind of issues, or she's not into him that much after all, or at least not in that sense. She's for sure somewhat into him, you can tell. That wasn't fake. It's really hard to say. Maybe it's also a different problem, which I can't talk about on YouTube. I think that you understand what I mean. Maybe deep down, maybe she doesn't even realize it. Maybe he doesn't also. It's possible that it at least plays some kind of role. My main point was that they should stop eating all of the grains and vegetable oils. You don't want your children to develop atherosclerosis eventually. Nobody would want that for anybody. Thanks for watching.